I'm here on Park Avenue in Monroe. Why am I here? Because of this week's Parsha. I don't want to get too specific as to why I'm standing at this particular landmark. The Shulchan Aruch says that we should not point out where we are or give directions based on houses of worship of other faiths. But I did want to talk about Kohanim, priests. The Jewish Kohanim, like a general, have more limits on their they have more responsibilities. They have more limits on their time. A general is a full day, and people want to meet with the general. The private doesn't have the same responsibilities, also doesn't have the same privileges. The Kohanim are the spiritual generals of the Jewish people, and they have the same challenges. But what's interesting about Jewish Kohanim, as opposed to the views of other faiths, is that the Jewish Kohen should be married. Even though they're limited as to who they can marry, they're absolutely supposed to be married. So much so that the Kohen Gadol, the high priest, when he officiated in the Beis HaMikdash on Yom Kippur, not only was he supposed to be married, but they even prepared a backup wife, believe it or not. I don't know exactly how it worked, but a backup wife that if God forbid something were to happen to his wife on Yom Kippur, and he would end up not being married for some small amount of time, there was an automatic, another woman that would become his wife to make sure that he was married. It says in Parshas Acharemos that we read a couple of weeks ago, "V'chiper ba'ado v'yad beiso v'ad kol klal Yisrael." In order for him to gain atonement for the Jewish people, he had to know how to atone for himself, but he also had to know how to atone for his family. And if you're a family man, and if you're a person that's focused on bettering yourself and your family, then you can lead, right? A lot of great leaders gave up the idea of having families, but the Torah says v'chiper ba'ado v'yad beiso. He should be able to atone for himself and his family and understand what it means to be the leader of a family, and then you can be the leader of Klal Yisrael and not the other way around. It's so interesting that in our faith, the great Torah leaders with brilliant minds had many children, Baruch Hashem, and many of those children became great leaders as well. And it's very sad, and it's been pointed out, that you take the smartest and the best and the most pious, and there's no reproduction. It's unfortunate indeed. But we are different. We have relationships with other faiths. We have to be good neighbors, and we have to be good human beings. But we also value and recognize the wisdom and the beauty of our Torah HaKadosha, of our holy Torah. Good Shabbos.